Hey, what is up, you guys? It is the Black Guy here. Today we are going to talk about potential light monsters you can use for your Shaddolls deck. If you don't already know, there's a monster called El Shaddol Nephilim, which requires a Shaddol monster plus a light monster. Now, of course, we can just use the Shaddol Roots. Shaddol Roots will substitute as light monster, but there's a card called Shaddol Fusion, which allows you to fuse from the deck, which means you can send light monsters from the deck to the graveyard. This card will make light monsters worth running in your main deck. Today we're going to look at a bunch of these light monsters and see which one of them are worth running in your main deck. So let's go ahead and begin. First three, with these three you want to use your Shaddol Fusion to send these cards to the graveyard. These are defensive purposes. Turtle, Electromagnetic Turtle, Tosuke Knight, and Raymond. These first two end the battle phase. This Tosuke Knight here has a condition in order to use this effect, like a stricter condition than Turtle. And Raymond just special summons itself when a direct attack is declared. If you draw into them, it's not too bad because uh, you can set this launcher in defense mode and it has good defense. This card has okay attack, and this card in your hand you can use its effects and stop one of your opponent's monsters from attacking. Plus, these two monsters are level 4, so you can exist with them. Next card we have Ryko, and this card is a personal attack of mine. I use this card all the time in my Shadow deck. It's a great card. No one else uses it. I don't know why, but this card's amazing. It'll mill 3 cards, which means you have a higher chance of milling a Shadow monster. Plus, you also have a good chance of milling multiple Shadow monsters. Well, not a good, like, low chance, but it can still happen. Um, this card it'll flip on your opponent's turn, and you can destroy one of their face. So it'll destroy artifact monsters, the face down ones, and they won't trigger. Plus, this cards will make other cards miss timing. So the hands will miss timing. Uh, this card is great, amazing. People should run this a lot more. It's also a flip monster, so it has that flip aspect like the Shaddolls. Next up, we have Valor. Next up, we have Valor. It's a tuner. It's a light. Of course, it's light. It's a spellcaster. So it has the same aspects as the Shadow monsters, where they're all spellcasters. A tuner, so you can synchro with them. And in the hand, it's just an awesome card. It negates things on the first turn. Amazing. AD changer. Uh, Send this card from your deck to the graveyard. That way, you can set a Shadow monster, and then when you set it, you can use AD changer's effect and flip it face up, and then you instantly trigger the effect. Also, you can use this card uh, to mess up your opponent. If they have something annoying, like maybe they have a Midrash on their side of the field, use AD Changer, switch that monster to defense mode, and then you can easily run over Midrash. So, this is a pretty great card. We have Outstanding Dog Moron here. I thought this card would never see good use in any deck, but this card has a great use in this deck. When this card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, or when this card is sent to your graveyard, it goes back in your deck. Mandatory effect. This card will always go back into your deck every time it goes to the graveyard, which means you never run out of light resources, which is amazing. It's also cute too, so how can you say no? Fabled Raven here. It's a tuner monster. You can synchro with them. This card will trigger all the Shadow monsters because it discards as an effect. So it's a great card for that. Next up we have Humunculus, the alchemic being, and he actually has two different colors. Uh, I think one of them has a mustache or something. I don't know. I can't even tell. But this card, once returned, you can change the attribute of this monster, and the attribute is permanent. What does this allow? It means you can change it to any. You can change it to dark, fire, and you can then. So this card is basically Shadow Roots. That's what it is basically. It can substitute as any monster, any attribute monster. Um, and it has attack. Shadow Roots doesn't have attack. Of course, this card is not searchable. Um, Unlike Shadow Roots is, but you can probably play something like Lone Fire Blossom, and maybe that'll help. I don't know. You can probably think of something, but this is a great card here. It has attack. It's level 4. You can exist with it, so it's a pretty good card. Definitely a top contender. By the way, every card listed up here is a top contender. Next up, we have this card, Southland Ultimate Time Lord. It allows you to OTK possibly. Um, 4,000 attack. Its requirements aren't too bad. Getting 10 monsters into the graveyard isn't too hard with the Shaddolls. Um, of course, you draw it early on. Maybe it'll be a dead card until you can successfully mill 10 cards, 10 monsters. But it depends on your build. Not every build is suited for this card. My build is definitely not because my build is more defensive. I take things very slowly. So this card is definitely not suited for my deck. But hey, it's not a bad card. 4,000 attack points is kind of mean. Um, it's also $0. Uh, so those are top contenders. Next up, we have Minerva. So the lights, like the Lightsworn aspects, um, Shuttle Lightsworn is it's not bad, but it's not the greatest shuttle build. It's a very devastating build. I've gone up against it. The thing with Shuttle Lightsworn is it kind of sucks for the fact that you can't control your mills. You will easily lose out on your important resources. It's very good cards you'll lose out on. And sometimes you'll have things that are Lightsworn, but you need Shell stuff, and sometimes you'll have Shell stuff, but you need Lightsworn. So it'll get mixed up. So Minerva here, when she's sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, you mill the top card of your deck. In my opinion, that sucks. That's actually very terrible in a Shadow deck. I've seen people play this card quite a bit, and I don't know why. You just mill one card. That's nothing. I'd rather mill like 3 or 5 cards than just one. If I mill one card and that card's like a spell or trap, I just lost that. I just lost that card, and I didn't get to mill a Shadow monster, which means I didn't get to use their effect. If I mill 3 or 5 cards, I have a higher chance of milling Shadow monster, or even multiple Shadow monsters. Um, so yeah, this card's not very good, in my opinion. It sucks. It is a spellcaster. It's a tuner, so you can do something with it. But other than that, I don't see a use for this. Wolf is amazing. You drawing into this card sucks, but if you send it from the deck to the graveyard, sorry, you just got a +1 there, so it's amazing. Plus it's a level 4, so you can exceed with it. Lila's also spellcaster. Spell trap destruction's pretty good. You send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, so you have a good chance of milling Shadow Monster. Golden Ladybug, not a bad card. Gain 500 life points every turn. You can feel up for that soul charge. I've been putting this card in several of my decks. It's not too bad. Um. Oh wow! I just noticed this right now. So they just added this. Oh, not just. They added this one. They added the pendulums. Huh. Didn't notice that. It's like half orange, half green if you can't see it, but whatever. Um, Eclipse Wyvern. So if you're playing dragons, I don't know why you'll be playing dragon. The only dragon I can think of is probably Dark Arm Dragon, or maybe Judgment Dragon if you're playing that in the Right Torn build. But I don't know if this card is a great card to play in the Shadow deck. You do get a +1 if you banish it, and you get to add that dragon to your hand. It's true. Of course, you are gonna need cards that banish probably something like a BLS or a Chaos Sorcerer. So you might be turning this into like a Chaos Dragon build in the Shaddolls. So you better be careful on how you do that. Magician of Faith, bring back any spell card. The Shadow Fusions, if you're in the OCG, the Heavy Storm, the um, whatever, the Pot of Avarice. Um, I don't know whatever. Oh, the Soul Charge. You can bring back the Soul Charge, of course. But this card's a pretty good card. It's also spellcaster, so you can do some things with it there. Whitestone and Legend. Like I said before, Chaos Dragon. You want to be careful on how you do that. But if you do use this for fusion, you do get that +1. It's also a tuner, so you can probably do something with it there. Um, yeah. Uh, Shell artifacts. I heard them being a thing. I haven't seen them at all though. Like when Shaddolls were first being talked about, Shuttle artifacts were coming up a lot, but I've seen a lot of shuttle decks and I've not seen shuttle artifacts. I don't know why. Um, I mean, artifacts are really popular right now, so it's possible. But I guess the artifacts don't really do anything in the graveyard. Probably, I don't know. BLS because it's an awesome card. It's a broken card. Um, I guess I don't have to explain it at all. Consecrated Light, you can use this card against the Shadow deck. Um, Neither player can normal summon or special summon a dark monster, or declare with or attack with a dark monster, and it can't be destroyed by battle, and you can take no battle damage against dark monsters. So basically, it'll shut down a Shadow deck. Well, it won't shut them down. The card that'll shut them down will be Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, but you can stall with this card until you get something. So it's not too bad. Then we have, whoops, DD Warrior Lady. It's a really good card. Uh, it doesn't target, it doesn't destroy. It activates during damage calc, or sorry, after damage calc, so the during damage step basically. So really good card. You don't even need to attack into the monster at times. They'll just attack into you, and you can just use it. So it's a really good card. It's also level 4. You can Xyz with it. You can try to play spellbook version of the Shaddolls. They are all spellcasters, so you can, except for like one of them. Nephilim. Nephilim's not a, it's a fairy type. Um oh, it's also a fairy type, right? Oh, so since it's a fairy type, you can actually summon it with Time Lord. Anyways, let's just make sure that's right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can try making it. I don't know how it'll work. You shut all spell books. It's possible you can make it a thing. Is this card's light, so you can fuse it if you want. Fuse with it if you want to. Um, yeah, it's not too bad. This card, Jug and the Spiritualist. Um, you can try playing with it. You can't shut your opponent down. It might shut yourself down too. But you can just top deck this card and discard a card and send all of the other cards to the graveyard that are special summoned. Um, and interesting to note on this is that if you have the midrash on your side of the field. Oh, by the way, let me just do this before I time out. Okay. Um, yeah, if you have Midrash on your side of the field and you go ahead and summon the Juggin and you activate its effect and destroy all special summon monsters on the field, Midrash will not be destroyed because it can't be destroyed by card effects. Am I correct on that? Oh, no, never mind. It will be destroyed by. Oh, okay. Never mind. It says it can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Never mind. Forget what I just said. Uh, well, that kind of sucks then. Oh well, but it's not too bad though. It's a decent card. You can try playing with it if you want. It's also spellcaster, so you can probably do something with it there. Um, I guess that's all I have for you. So if you guys have any other light monsters you would like to that I feel like, so I guess that's all I have for you. So if you guys have any light monsters I probably missed out on, that you use or maybe that are worth mentioning, then go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, and I'll definitely take a look at it. Uh, but yeah, this is a large amount of light monsters here. The top is for like the top contenders. Like definitely, you should definitely put it in a deck. The bottom is, well, not like most worthy. The bottom's like it's optional. It's meh. Um, and you're wondering why BLS? Well, not every deck can. Well, BLS can't just go in every deck, like Asian Eye says. You might be playing just a couple of light monsters with like a lot of shuttle roots, and you probably just don't have enough light monsters for that BLS. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, if I missed out on any light monitors, let me know. I'll take a look at it and stuff. Um, but I think I only went through like a few pages of, like, if you use a database here to go through light monitors. Oh my god, there are so many light monitors. I just went through like a few pages and like that's it. Um, I also went on some forum birds, no, forum boards to see what other people were talking about, like which ones they were using, and I pulled out a few from there. Um, Not a lot, just they only had a few, but like the top contenders up here and Minerva. Some people said Minerva, which I don't understand. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll get to this person who's messaging me right now. Peace out.